encourage each of you when you go home to speak with your loved one and to use the acronym to say, "Hi, bubble wrap, I love you." But remembering that the whole theme of this whole meeting was communication and how important that is to everything we do, whether it's in our professional lives or our personal lives as well. We heard from several great discussions on donation after cardiac death, some new potential for DCD hearts that were presented by Dr. D'Alessandro. There were many discussions on pregnancy, both in donation and in transplantation, and the ethics about that. We heard from Dr. Boyevich, who talked about VCA transplantation. This year, for the first time, we invited the hospital partners to attend this meeting. How many of those hospital partners are still here? Can any of those people wave? Thank you. We are going to be reaching out to you for your perspective on what your comments were for the meeting. We do envision this to be an area where we can continue to expand and provide a platform for people to engage you, to learn more about the transplant process, and to help us perform better within the hospitals across the U.S. We heard some discussion about performance improvement initiatives. Chris and Marissa, thank you so much for your presentation. I think the data is compelling. It's interesting that the timeline that you present was about the time when I got into the business. And I do remember the days when hearing my mentor say, well, if they die with a needle in their arm, they're not going to be an organ donor. And now that is just so different from the truth. So we just have to figure out what the best way, how to approach them, provide data, get data, do the appropriate testing so that the clinicians on the other end, the receiving end, will be able to use them as safely as they can for their patients. We heard some discussions on some unorthodox methods. There was a presentation on high-frequency oscillation ventilation. And then we obviously heard the story that Justin was able to share with you. It moved me. I knew the story beforehand. I hope it moved every one of you. Glenn and I recorded some very brief live video feeds on our Facebook page. So if you're interested in sharing those, please feel free to share and share alike. They're very short, but hopefully that'll help spread the message. I did like his little analogy about perseverance. So remember, there's the elephant, there's the Zen master, and there's the ivy pole named Dr. Malinowski talked about his research on the DMG portal and all the associated things with that. For too long, perhaps, at least in the procurement side, we've not utilized data to the best of our ability to predict what we're going to be doing in the future. And I think now, when we have access to that data, it will be able to guide us going forward. So if I can have a couple of you just for a moment to talk about what some key aspects of this meeting that you are going to bring home, and to put into action. So does anyone want to be put on the spot? We'll bring the mic runner down. We'll just say what we really enjoyed about this meeting, and we're going to put this into action when we go home. Either later this evening, tomorrow, or Monday, whatever that case may be. So anyone want to volunteer themselves to say what they heard and they're going to put into practice? It's coming.
Jamie from Life Choice. I went to Alex Glazier's presentation yesterday on first-person consent. She spoke a lot about DCD donors, and our practice usually is to wait to talk to a family after they've made the decision to withdraw life support, which can obviously be too late because they're exhausted and already picked a time. So we're going to take back from there the New England Organ Bank practice of, getting in earlier and letting families know the registry information while they're thinking about it, and so they can entertain that into their timeline.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Anyone else want to share anything? Can I put the hospital folks on spot? Anything you heard that was really important that you're going to potentially come and put into action when you get back home?
On the spot. I'm Sue. I'm from the Theta Care System up in Neenah, Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
I have a to-do list for our hospital development person. She had to leave a little early, so I have a to-do list when we get back. We do have a system in place if a family refuses when the donor is first person authorization, but I think we need to review that again. It was several years ago, and of course, as the business goes, managers switch and switch, so I think we need to go over that again. And I would really like to try the mild hypothermia. We're already doing hypothermia patient therapy anyway, so I'd like to try that. So that's my goal.
Okay, thank you. Sharon? Anybody else want to talk about what they're going to go do when they get back home? Liz is going to make a comment. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. Doggies for donation, two of my favorite things. Why didn't I think to put those two together?
So did you already like it on Instagram or Facebook or what? Did you already do it or you have to do it now?
Not yet. It's on my list.
Oh, come on now. It's easily done. I did it and they've been talking to me about it for years. So I've done it and they were surprised that I did it so quickly. Yeah. So when are you going to post a photo of your dog? Yes. All right. Post a photo of your dog to Dogs for Donation. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for staying for up until the bitter end. Please, when you get the surveys about the meeting, please take some time to actually provide constructive feedback so that we can use it to improve for next meeting. This is so much work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. Please take just a few minutes to do so. We took an awful lot of effort, and as a result of all that effort, you're going to get a whole bunch of continuing education credits, whatever discipline you're in. Please take that time to give back to us. Thank you so very much, and we really appreciate it. Take care. Safe travels.